Okay, this is the Freedom Patriot, and we're going to open up here today, this morning, about the Watchman news. It's the Watchman on TBN, and I want you to kind of introduce him to what he's talking about is the all the things that's going on in Iran, and I think he's got a real close view on everything that's happening because it's really interesting. That's what he's got to say, and I'm gonna be in and out talking about what I want to say about what Trump's doing. The first thing I want to really come across that I've not heard anybody designate or talk about the 47 years that Iran has been in captivity, actually, and now we're looking at the 47th president of the United States, Donald J. Trump, and it took that many years to him to be in office to do what needs to be done. And there it is, folks. 47 and 47. So it's got to have some meaning, I think, biblically, I think, and also just everyday business with what Donald Trump is all about. So let's get this underway here and let's get it started right now.
Welcome to Stacklebeck Tonight. I'm Eric Stacklebeck, coming to you from Washington, D.C. on day 3 of Operation Epic Fury. Finally, after 47 years of murder, mayhem, and terror, the Iranian regime is being held accountable for its many crimes.
That's what I was pointing the finger to. 47 years. 47 years they've been going through this. And now, is this... I don't know how to call it, but this is one of these God wink deals. I think it's really necessary to us to bring it out. The 47th president. All right, here we go.
The U.S. and Israel are undertaking an historic joint operation that President Trump says is well ahead of schedule. The president said today that some 49 Iranian leaders have been killed since the operation launched on Saturday morning. Most importantly, that list includes Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, the overlord and architect of the Iranian terror empire.
All right, I know y'all have probably seen a lot of it goings on in the streets of Iran, and all these people are just going, they're just having a celebration, you know. Everybody, all these naysayers or all these people that come out and say their little words or doubts about President Trump doing this or doing that, all you have to do, if you'll open up your mind and look through your dadgum eyes and see what's going on out there on the streets of Iran, you'll figure out that this was a long, long wait for these people to become free, and just by the devastation of all these leaders and this one absolute leader that's in Iran are all dead now, and if they were in good standards with the people, they would be mourning, but they're not mourning people. They're out in the streets and they're dancing. People are just overwhelmed with freedom, the atmosphere of what Donald Trump has done and is doing, and you just got to go there. That's all you got to look at. And these all, if you're gonna get on all this bullshit about the negative parts of this, something is definitely wrong. Something has happened with your ability to understand what is between good and evil, or just plain old good, everyday common sense. All right, let's get back with this man here. He's talking some
He was killed in an Israeli airstrike along with several other top Iranian officials on Saturday. The goal now for this operation, a few really. Number 1, to end Iran's nuclear program once and for all. Number 2, destroy Iran's ballistic missile capabilities. 3, obliterate Iran's Navy and its military and terror infrastructure. 4th, end Iran's support of terror proxies like Hamas and Hezbollah. And 5th, empower the Iranian people to take to the streets and overthrow this wicked regime. Here was President Trump earlier today on why this operation is so necessary for the United States. Watch.
An Iranian regime armed with long-range missiles and nuclear weapons would be an intolerable threat to the Middle East, but also to the American people. Our country itself would be under threat, and it was very nearly under threat. This was our last best chance to strike what we're doing right now and eliminate the intolerable threats posed by this sick and sinister regime. And they are indeed sick and sinister.
Now this.
All right. Hey, let's look at this just right straight through it here. Those were the 5 points that we brought up. And if you are against any of this, and you can't absorb the understanding of what this means, then why don't you just crawl up in a hole and just watch what's going on? Because we don't need your negative and disappointing remarks that will cause people to be deranged in your frame of mind to think that Trump is not doing the right thing. We are in a situation at this time in our life that this had to be done. We are in the mark of 47 years that's going on, and there's been so much crap that's taken place with Iran, and look the other way and paying them off and doing all the stupidest ass things I've ever seen in a government do, and how that we got by with even the situations that we let all this happen. Thank God Almighty, there's a man in the office right now that put both feet down and said, let's go and do what we need to do to take care of this business. And I want to point out something. I don't know if y'all seen this before, but it's all over the news. If you'll just look, and it's about Donald Trump. And I think he might have been early 30s or late 30s. I'm not sure exactly what age he was. But in 1980, he came out after the 1979. It was where all of the hostages were taken in by Iran, of course. And all of this was done, and not a hands were lifted about it. And he came on and did a interview with some, I don't know if it was a talk show host or if it was it was on news or whatever. But at that particular time in his life, he would have took charge and did what he needed to do, as he did this day on the 47th year of all this crap that's been going on after this has taken place. So now, Trump has always been on the right side, and he still is, and he will be, and he's going to take care of the business, and it's going to come out, and we're going to be on top of all and everything that's going on. And there's a lot of things behind the scene, maybe some of y'all real intelligent people don't understand that y'all know about, but if you'll just look a little bit and take your eyes off of being such a hater and such a deranged Trump instigator, you will learn and you will take part, or you will go down on the other side. And that is what is going to happen. There's no middle of road anymore, folks. There's no middle road. You can't get up and blab, blab, blab about the government of the United States not doing this and not doing that and think you're not going to be brought out, and we will ridicule, we will open up you like a can of worms. So here we go again. We're going to leave it up to the Watchman.
This operation to take down the world's #1 state sponsor of terrorism does not come without a cost. 4 U.S. service members have been killed thus far, and as Iran's regime sees that its days may be numbered, it is lashing out in all directions. Over the past 3 days, Iran has fired missiles and drones at U.S. bases and close to a dozen countries, including several of its Arab Muslim neighbors. The United Arab Emirates and Bahrain in particular have come under heavy fire. Saudi Arabia also suffered a blow today when its Ras Tanura oil refinery, one of the region's largest, was struck by Iranian drones. Israel has borne the brunt of the Iranian response, with a missile claiming the lives of 9 Israelis in Bet Shemesh near Jerusalem on Sunday. But again, President Trump and Prime Minister Netanyahu knew that there would be a cost here, and they believe it is more than worth it in order to free the Iranian people, the region, and the world from Iran's regime and its nearly half-century-long reign of terror. The results thus far are stunning. In just 24 hours, the U.S. and Israel achieved complete air superiority over the skies of Iran, meaning they can now focus on hunting down and neutralizing Iran's missile launchers.
All right. There we go. It's out there in just plain sight what has been taking place in the first few days of this attack. And anybody with any common sense, when you go to war, there's always going to be difficulties. There's going to be things that we have got to understand that's going to happen, even though we hate it and we don't know, we don't want anything like this to come to the facts that some of us will get killed. But our men are worthy of this, and they will go to any limit to take care of it, and they will get it done. And they know what's I guess you could say, either way it goes, we know what is going to have to be done, and we know what things will happen that can be very sad in points of losing a few of our soldiers here and there, but we know that this is not just one of those things that it's going to be an easy task. We're all in it, and everybody's ready, and we're taking it to them, and these are the results that we've had in 3 days. So just hang on and just get your head out of it, because the way it's going to happen, it will always come back and bite you on the butt if you are taking it in a negative and you're downgrading our government and Donald J. Trump.
Folks, Iran's leadership and military capabilities are being decimated with lightning speed. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth said today that Operation Epic Fury will be as swift and decisive as possible and will not be like previous American engagements in the Middle East. Watch.
To the media outlets and political left screaming endless wars, stop. This is not Iraq. This is not endless. I was there for both. Our generation knows better, and so does this president. He called the last 20 years of nation-building wars dumb, and he's right. This is the opposite. This operation is a clear, devastating, decisive mission. Destroy the missile threat, destroy the Navy, no nukes.
Okay. That was the man that you needed to listen to, and don't turn your head away. Don't bring up any, your negativity or anything like that. He's telling it like it is. I think it's been geared so lying and cheating and stealing so much in these last government generations that have been in charge that it's hard to even believe what's going on today, because the truth is going to set you free in what's going on and taking place. All you got to do is get on the dadgum Trump train and ride and get on it with all your heart and loyalty, and you will be on top when the smoke clears. Listen here. This is a freedom patriot. He has let it all out. He's let the things happen, talking it about what's going on, and now you see it and you got to believe it. All right, here we go. Over, and we're going out of here as fast as we came in. Later.